does that even mean, Bowers game corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again for another episode of Skip the Rules, and today I'm going to help you skip the rules for Don't Wake Daddy. So if you're enjoying what I'm doing, please like this video, click on that subscribe, and consider supporting the Patreon down below. Also, as always, I will have a picture of the rules for you to look at the very end of this video if you just want to check out that. So in Don't Wake Daddy, the first thing is you're going to need to set up Daddy. It's really quite a simple system. You're just going to place it on the edge just like that, and then push down. You want his arms down like this, bam. Set it on the spot right there. Grab yourself the timer. Next, you're going to take a look at the cards. You're going to get a lot of these cards. You might wonder, why do you have these cards? These are just in case your kids or you want to switch from being a boy to a girl, and you can just plug those into the little holder right there, and they should work just fine. But the star of the show are going to be these 16 cards right here. So what you're going to do is you are going to shuffle these up and deal these out evenly. So in a 2 and a 4-player game, that is no problem at all. However, when you are playing a 3-player game, you will have one additional card. What you're going to do is take that additional card, flip it over, and now no one has to worry about the radio. So just keep that off to the side where you can see it, but if anyone lands on the radio, that is now considered to be a safe space. So in Don't Wake Daddy, what you're going to try and do is you're going to try and take your kid and move them all around the house to get to the fridge over here at the end. So once you've dealt out the cards, make sure everyone is going to get their hand of cards. Take a look at your cards. Your cards are going to match one specific spot on the board. So there's one bicycle card, there's one baby card, there's one soccer ball card. You're going to hold these in your hand, and these are going to be things that you can sneak by. So how you're going to start off the game is really quite simple. Place everyone's kid onto their bed, give the spinner to the youngest player, and they are going to spin the spinner. On your turn, you are going to move to that color, the next color that you have of that. So for right now, let's pretend red was going first. They go green, so they would go to the first green spot right here. Now it is the clown on the TV, 6 next to it. What does that mean? That means that if you do not have the clown on the TV card in your hand, you are going to have to press this alarm button right here on Daddy 6 times. So let's see. I do not have the clown on hand for this hand, so I'm going to have to press it 6 times. So we go 1, and you want to make sure you hear that very distinctive click. 2, oh! So, wow, that was a good example. So Daddy has woken up, as he will at some random intervals, which means you're going to make him go back to sleep, but he's going to yell at you, and he's going to say, you go back to sleep, which means you're going to have to go back to your bed. Even if you were to get caught all the way over here near the refrigerator, you still have to go all the way back to your bed. But all is not lost, because now you know how to sneak by the loud TV, which means whoever has the loud TV card is going to have to give you the loud TV. Now, if I would not have woken up Daddy, and I would have went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that, and I would have been just fine, then the person with the TV card would not have to give it to me. But as it stands now, this person, through no fault of their own, is going to have to give me the green TV card. So now let's take the blue player's turn. Once again, very quite simple. They're going to spin the spinner and go to the spot. So let's just pretend they go to the first blue, which is here. Now let's talk about some situational rules that you'll come into play. So next, yellow is going to go. So let's say, what happens if they get blue as well? You don't share a spot with anybody, which means you actually get to skip this blue and go all the way to the next blue, which is awesome. And let's pretend that they have the bicycle. So now it gets back to the red player's turn. You might have noticed right now that there's a star right here. And if you happen to land on this, then you go 1 space in front of whoever is in the lead. And if you're in the lead, then you just move 1 space forward, and then you also get to take another turn. Now, one other spot that I want to mention are the fact that you'll see that some spots don't have any pictures on them. Those are safe spots. If you land there, it's a nice quiet space, and you don't have to worry about anything. Anywho, you're going to continue to go until someone gets over around here. And when they spin their spinner, they can't go anywhere. So let's pretend right now that I was to get a red. Well, there's no red right in front of here, which just means I'd go right here, and I would be the winner of the game. Likewise, if I got myself, no, in this case, it is just a red that would put me in the finish. You're going to keep going until someone has successfully gotten to the refrigerator, at which point they will win Don't Wake Daddy. And that is how you're going to play Don't Wake Daddy. As always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below, and thanks for your time, YouTube.